Hello, women leaders. I hope you all are doing fantastically well today. I want to share with you a question actually. Have you ever felt bad about saying no? I have. What about you? Let me know in the comments below. If you've ever felt bad about saying no, I'm going to show you actually three topics, or three statements that you can make to help you say no in a way that you don't feel guilty about it. And you can say it with grace so that basically you're putting yourself in a situation where you're not going to hurt somebody's feelings. Because a lot of times that's the reason why we feel guilty about saying no is because of that. So I'm going to share that with you today. Now, I will preface this by saying that I personally have struggled with saying no. I have. I have many years ago, but as I developed and learned more techniques on how to communicate and say no gracefully, that I don't feel bad about it anymore. Because guess what? I'm only one person. I have a family. I have an amazing husband. I have other things that I have to do. I have you all that I'm working with to help develop my business and to just help as many women as I can. So there's some things that, guess what, ladies, I have to say no to so I can make sure I'm spending time with you all. So there's a couple of things that you can do to help yourself in this situation. And I want to start by something I was told many, many, many years ago. And I can't remember who told me, but it was a conversation I was having with someone a long time ago. But I want you to keep this in mind when you are needing to say no, but you feel real bad or feel very guilty about it. And that was you saying no to one aspect of your life is allowing you to say yes to another aspect of your life. Now, think about that for a second. You saying no is saying yes to something else. And I know as women, we're busy and it gets hard and we just can't say no. But I want you to think about it. If you're not saying no, what else in your life could you be saying yes to? If you feel like sharing in the comments below, would like to see your insight. But this is what I had to do. And this is I'll share you what my scenario. When several years ago, when I decided that I wanted to start my own business and I wanted to help women in leadership gain insights and learn how to communicate at a higher level than their peers so that they could generate more income for themselves, advance to higher roles, and just do bigger things in their lives. I was really busy. I was really busy at that time. I was in a very high stakes, high pressured role at the time. And as a C-suite, and there were some events and etc. that I was expected to be at, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't manage balancing life with my family, spending time with my amazing husband, and doing my daily job as a C-suite executive, plus doing extracurricular activities, plus being able to start my business, plus being able to record videos, plus being able to do content. I felt like I could not say no because I needed all these balls to be juggled in the air at one time. But I found that I had to reflect on the conversation that I had, and saying no to something can say yes to something else. And so there's many, many events that I haven't really shared on my channel, but I'm at a place where I can share now. But there's many things, ladies, that I simply said no to. Now, did the people like it? Of course not. They didn't like it. They felt like, no, you have to go. You have to be controlled by us in this setting. And I said no. I said no because what was most important to me at that time was spending time with my children, spending time with my amazing husband, and spending time with you all, starting my business. And that's the honest to goodness truth. And so there's a lot of things that I said no to just for me to be where I'm at right now. And so I share this with you because sometimes you're going to have to say no. And I think it's just the way that you say it, right? So I'm going to give you 3 statements that you can use when you need to say no. And I hope that you put these Get a pen. I have a paper here. Get a pen and a paper. I would write these down, commit them to memory, because this will be great ways for you to say no. And before I even go into them, I do want to share with you another resource that I have on my YouTube channel. There is a series that I made. I believe it's a 3-part series. It's been a long time since I recorded it, but it is about boundaries, and it goes hand in hand with saying no and not feeling guilty about it, because we have to set boundaries, ladies. Sometimes it's very, very difficult for us to do everything if we don't have those guardrails, those guard posts up for us personally. So I encourage you to take a look at that video, the video series about setting boundaries. It's very, very helpful for this topic. And if you are enjoying this content so far, feel free to like the video. I would appreciate it so much. It does help it get out to more women leaders just like yourself. And if you want to learn more tips from me, subscribe to my YouTube channel and sign up for my mailing list. That's a great place for you to get more information from me as well. Now, the first statement that I have personally have used quite a bit, as it relates to saying no, depending on the scenario, because remember, you got to say no to some things to say yes to something else, was that I am unavailable. I already have something planned at that time. Now, did I sometimes have something planned? I really did. But sometimes I may need that time for myself. So that's something you can use. I'm sorry, I have something. Actually, no, let me take that back. Don't even say I'm sorry. I don't want you to feel like you have to apologize for saying no. So that's my mistake for even saying I'm sorry. Let's rephrase that. Let's say I have something else planned during that time. And if you feel like this is something you might want to look at in the future, then you can always say, please let me know when you have your next event, or please let me know when you have your next meeting, and I'll see if I can attend. But if it's something that you simply are not even interested in, then you can just simply say, I have something already planned at that time. Thank you so much for letting me know about it, with a smile, because you're doing it. And if you're doing it via text message, you can say thank you. I'm a big on thank you, exclamation mark. I don't want people to feel that I'm just completely just saying no, I don't want to be there. But I do try to soften it a bit in a way to where it's basically I can't make it, unfortunately. So you might want to use that. So you're unavailable, you already have an event planned at that time, or you already have something else planned at that time. They don't need to know what. And guess what, ladies? You don't need to tell them what. Unless you feel like you need to explain it, you can. But if you do, sometimes that will get you in a situation where you're sharing a little bit more than what you need to. And I do talk about that in the boundaries video. So you already have something planned. You already have an event planned at that time. So that's your first statement you can do. You can write that one down. Now, the second one that I have used when I have said no without feeling guilty has been to say that I have another project that I'm working on right now and I'm not able to make it. Your project could be organizing your house. It could be building your business. Your project could be building your nonprofit organization. Your project could be working on your YouTube channel. Your project could be many things. And once again, do you need to say what your project is? No. If someone asks, it could be something, oh, I'm working on something on the personal side, or something, I'm working on something professionally. You don't need to say what you're doing unless you feel like you want to say what you're doing. So just keep that in mind. But I have used that. Oh, I'm working on a few projects right now. I'm not able to make it. I've used that statement. Now, my third statement that I have used is something that is been very, 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 very helpful for me, as I've been talking to other people and having those conversations, because sometimes you just can't do it. Sometimes you're not able to make it, or the timing may just be completely off. And so what I have said in the past has been, I'm in a big transition right now, and now is not the best time for me to be able to do this event, attend this workshop, or do whatever else. And I've used this statement. I've used this statement many times. The statement itself says no. All three of these statements say no. But as I mentioned in some of my other videos, it's the way you say it is what makes it more polite, more friendly, instead of saying just, no, I'm not going. There's plenty of things I don't want to go do, but it's just the way that I've said it to make it not confrontational. I have a couple things going on, I'm not able to make it. Now, I hope this information has been helpful to you. Remember, there's 3 statements that you can make to help you master the art of not feeling guilty when you say no. The first statement is you already have something planned. Something's already going on during that time. The second is to talk about you have a project. There's some project you have going on, you're not able to make it. And third is that you have a big transition going on and now is not the right time. I have used these in my life all of the time, and it has been helpful, and it has allowed me to still come across as being polite when those situations come up. Now, I want to know from you, which of the 3 statements was your favorite? Which of the 3 statements are you going to start using today so that you don't feel guilty saying no, and that you finally take the time to say no to something else and say yes to yourself? I'd like to see it in the comments below to see if this is helping you. I hope that it's helping you on your journey as a professional woman, as a woman in leadership. I'm here to support you on your journey. If you need help with being able to master the art of communication and saying things in a way to where it comes across as being very professional, but you're still setting your boundaries, then reach out to me for a communication skills audit. I'd be happy to take a look at how you're communicating right now and provide you with some insights that can help you communicate at a higher level than your peers. So until the next video, I will see you all soon. And if you have any video topics you want me to talk about, please leave them in the comments below, and I will be happy to record a video just for you. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.